I'm Joe Whitney, your performance coach on your stage of life. And today's subject is becoming fierce and fearless. As we all know, life takes us down a lot of journeys, and these journeys can be painful sometimes even tragic. What happens is they slow us down, life's tragedies, life's problems, and other issues, how we grew up, the kind of situations we were in as we developed into adulthood. Fear is actually a horrible emotion that stops people in their tracks, slows them down, and keeps people from doing things that they want to do. For that, I really hate it. Fear has this element that is controlling, dominating the thought box. And I'm here for us to try to find ways to push that aside and go forward and jump into the adventures and to the things that you want to do in your life. It's so important because, as we all know, life is short. Let's start right there. Life is short. What is your big next adventure? It's not on Netflix, and it doesn't lie inside any video game. Those are artificial created adventures for you to chill on your couch and not to take any risks. Risks are what we need to take in our life because life is too short. If you look at a lifespan, it's amazing and almost sad sometimes when you look at those productive years that you have. Those productive years where you're physically, mentally able to go forward and create an adventure of your life, an adventure that lasts a lifetime, in the memories that you have, the excitement that it brings, and all that it does to your body and to your brain based on that excitement. When I say life is too short, I mean that's nothing that all of us haven't already heard. Life is too short. We have it. It's this one. Well, I got two fingers up, right? That means two. I take one away. There's just one life, okay? We have to live it. You have to live it. I just want to help guide you. I want to show you some paths that might right now be blocked for you. So let's start with a term I call jumping over your baggage, okay? If you've grown up in a tough situation, parents that pounded you, give you no positive, no love, or no parents at all, or just one parent that was struggling just to get by and didn't have the capacity themselves to help you prosper, help you develop self-confidence and power to make strong decisions and to move into a direction that you want to be in. We look back on those situations, how we grew up. Maybe some of you dealt with some internal terror in your own family. Your situation definitely interests me. Feel free to write your situation. Tell me what you went through or what you're going through right now. I would be more than happy to look at your situation and maybe come with some ideas, some thoughts, some tools that might help you get to where you want to be and to start this next adventure in your life. Baggage, having been into a horrible relationship where somebody tried to control you. That can be a relationship from a boss, from a girlfriend or a boyfriend. That can be from a parent or from some outside source that you just the least expected to come into your life and suddenly causing you blockage. And then what happens is when we get older and we start to make our own decisions and that element is not there anymore, we feel like we need it because it's something that we were used to, yeah? So we build our own bricks up and we put this wall around us and then we stay in there because it's safe. You know what? Fuck safe. Let's look for an adventure. Safe is not part of the adventure. The adventure is doing something you've never done before in your life or finally making that first step in something you've always wanted to do. fearless, fierce. These are the two titles of what we want to become. Let's talk now a little bit about pain. In my opinion, there are different pains. There's a positive pain and there's a negative pain. There's a physical pain, there's a mental pain. Let's talk about the positive pain. The positive pain is a pain that was created from an adventure, from you doing something you wanted to do. For example, I finally went out and took a long walk because I haven't done any kind of sport for a long time. So I finally went out and just took a walk. At first I just walked, fresh air, moved my body, got my muscles working a little bit, then I started a little bit more, and I did some, what do they call that, Nordic walking or power walking, whatever you want to call, which I suggest to everybody. Get out, get moving. Movement is so important. Move for your life. There's going to become a whole section on dancing. Dance for your life. The benefit from dancing, listening to music and dancing, I can't even begin to tell you. There's a whole master class on the effects of dance on your whole physical and mental being. That's coming. You have to stay moving. If I did some sport and I have some muscle ache, I have some muscle soreness, I walk and I'm like, oh, that hurts. But you know what? The energy that it gave me, because it reminded me of the actual sport that I was doing, and that was positive. So I know that hurts, but it actually feels good at the same time. Positive pain exists. Pain from movement. Pain from doing something you never did. Go out there and create some muscle soreness. Go do it. Becoming fierce and fearless. Don't care what people think about you. Give a shit what people think about you. I grew up in America, going to an American high school where there's a lot of gossip and a lot of talking about each other. And that whole concept of dissing somebody or putting somebody down for your own benefit, I never understood that. So I always defended those that were getting victimized. I was always standing up for them. As a big guy, that was a pretty big thing. So if I saw bullying, I was going to step in. I'm not trying to say I'm some kind of hero because that's not the truth. But sometimes it's enough just to say, hey, stop that shit. Nobody's interested in that. Yeah. And those people that are laughing with you, equally as stupid. Don't be focused on what people think about you. Stay on your game plan, what you want to do. You want to become a singer and a performer? You want to go into theater? You want to interview for a job that is important to you? You want to meet somebody new? Then you go do it. And you don't care what people think about you. You give it your best shot. And then it doesn't work and you fail. You rethink it, you work on that, and you go and you try again.